lovely beading people! How are you today? Today I'm going to show you how to make this necklace. I call this necklace Snowflakes in Autumn. It's a very simple project, although it might look a bit advanced. It's very easy to make, and I think if you're a beginner and you listen well to what I have to say, how I'll explain how you make it, I think you can make it too. So let's start. Now first of all, let's start with what we need. You will need fireline, you will need Ceylon, a 14mm Swarovski, you need something to coat your thread with, you need some findings, you need some 11/0 seed beads, some 4mm check beads and some superduo beads. And you need 2 needles to make this project. First of all, take 1 needle and take a thread about 2 arm spans and thread your needle. If you've done that, pick up 12 superduo beads. And slide them down. And now we're going to make a knot. Don't make the knot too tight, because then the beads will lay on top of each other. I make a knot about 3 times. Like this. And then grab your work. Make sure it's not too tight, but not too loose either. So that they can lay all next to each other. Oh, sorry, dropped it. And now I'm going through the next 2 beads on the bottom. So my knot is here, and I'm going through these 2 beads. Like this. And then pull. You can see that there's a little bit of space in between my beads, so it's really not too tight, because you get in trouble later if you do it too tight. So now I'm going to go through the second hole of the first bead and pull. Oh. And now I'm going to pick up 1 superduo and I'm going through the next second hole of the next superduo. So like this. And pull. And now I'm going to pick up another superduo and I'm going through the next hole of the next superduo bead. And pull. And again, pick up a superduo bead and go through the second hole of the next superduo bead. Like this. And now we're going to do this all around, and when I'm ready to add the last bead, I will come back to you. So now I'm ready to add the last bead, and I'm going through the last superduo bead through the next hole and pull. Give it a little tug. And now I'm going through the next beads until I come out on the back of this bead. So I'm going through 1 upper superduo and 1 lower superduo, like this. And then I do this again, 1 upper duo superduo and 1 lower superduo. Oh, sorry, and I went through the next one because my needle is going through this one. So I end at the third superduo. Like this. Now we're going to add another row of superduos, but now we're going to do this the other way around. So I'm going to step up through this second hole of the upper superduo that I come out of on the bottom. So in this way, the other way around. Like this, and give it a little tug. Now I'm going to pick up one superduo and add it through the next top hole of the next superduo and pull. And again, I'm going to pick up one superduo and go through the next top hole of the next superduo. Like this. And in this way I'm going to add around, all the way around. And when I'm ready to add the last seed bead, I'm going to come back to you. Now I'm ready to add the last superduo bead. And I'm going through the top hole of the next superduo bead. And pull. And now I'm going to make this round again. So I'm going through all the holes. So the holes of the top hole of the superduos and the bottom hole of the row we just added. So just like this. And you can see where you have to stop, because then you have a second thread. And we're doing this to strengthen the beads together, so that it's not loose. See, now I'm coming in where I have just been. So here are two threads. So I'm stepping up, and then I give it a little tug. And what I always do, I put my finger in it and then I just slightly pull it. Not too hard, because you don't want your thread to break, but just hard enough so that it forms a little ball, like this. Now we're going to take our needle and we're going up through the next hole of the superduo. So you're coming out of next to a top superduo and you're going through the upper hole of it, like this. And then again give that little tug so it's nice and secure. And now we're going to pick up an 11/0 and we're going through the next superduo. So the next top hole of the next superduo, and pull, like this. And we're going to add one 11/0 between every pair of superduos. And we're going to do this all the way around. And when I'm all around, I'm going to get back to you. Now I'm ready to add my last seed bead. And I'm going through the superduo bead and the next 11/0. Now I'm picking up my Swarovski, and what I always do, because sometimes you can have greasy hands, take a cloth or a piece of fabric that cannot scratch your rivoli. And so I have a beading mat, and I just rub it on my beading mat so it will shine nice, like this. And then I place it in the basket, and I'm make sure your finger is clean, and then push it down and just slightly pull on the thread. Now I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to place my thumb on my Rivoli, and then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to sew through all the beads again, so that it's very secure, because you don't want your Rivoli to come out. And I'm going to do this all around, and if it is necessary I will do it 2 times, but you have to see for yourself if you think it's necessary. It also depends a little on what thread you use, because not everyone has Ceylon and some will use regular thread, so you have to see when it's secure for you. So I'm going to sew this around, and when it's secure I'm going to come back to you. Now I've been around about 1.5 times, and I'm going to take my needle and I end in a seed bead like this. Oh, got a little knot. Sorry, I had to get that knot out. And then so we're coming out of the seed bead, and then we're going through the second hole of the next superduo bead. And if you get the chance, go through the second superduo bead that's next to that one. So we're going through the second hole of the first superduo, and the one that is next to that one, you're going through that one also if you can, and if you can't, you can just go through this one and then through the next one. Like this. Okay, now we're at this point. Now we're going to pick up 2 superduos, and we're going through the first hole of the second superduo that's in the same line. So not the one on the top, but the one in the same line. So you can say you skip one and then through the next one. And then we're going through this hole, the top hole. Like this. I'm going to change my needle now. I have a size 12 needle on it now. I'm going to use a size 13. You don't have to, but I do that because I don't have very strong hands. And if I have to push it through all the way, I will have sore fingers afterwards. So, change my needle. Now, we added the next 2 superduos. And now we're going to pick up 1 11/0, 1 4mm, and 1 11/0, and we're going to slide these down. And now I'm holding my work, and I'm skipping the 11/0 and going through the 4mm and pull. Now I'm picking up another 11/0, and I'm going through the top hole of the next superduo. So we're coming out of this one, and then we're going to skip the top superduo, and we're going through the top hole of the next superduo in line. So like this. And pull. Now you're going to place it down and pull on your seed bead on the top, and make sure that these are nice in place. Like this. Now again, we're going to pick up 2 superduos, and we're going through the top hole of the next superduo in line. Like this. And pull. Like this. And again, pick up 1 11/0, 1 4mm, and 1 11/0, and slide them down. And now we're going to skip the 11/0, and we're going through the 4mm and pull. And now pick up one 11/0 and go through the next superduo, the top hole of the superduo in line. Like this. And again, make sure that they are in line. These fall just right. Like this. And this is what you're going to do all around. So now I'm going to pick up 2 superduos, and after that one 11/0, one 4mm, one 11/0, skip the 11/0, go through the 4mm, and then pick up another 11/0 and go through the next superduo. And you're going to repeat this step all around, and I will get back to you. Now what you're going to do, you're going to come up through the second hole of the duo bead. So on the outside, and pull. Like this. Now you're going to pick up 2 superduos and you're going through this next hole of the next superduo that's next to it. And pull. And now you're going to pick up 2 seed beads and you're going through the top seed bead on the next set of beads. So this seed bead. And pull. Oh, stuck to my pliers. Like this. And again, pick up 2 seed beads and go through the next hole of the superduo on the outside. Like this. And then pick up 2 superduos and go through the next hole of the next superduo and pull. Now again, pick up 2 seed beads and go through the top hole, or sorry, the next seed bead on top. So this one. And again, pick up 2 seed beads and go through the second hole of the outer superduo bead and pull. Now you're going to do this all around, and I will get back to you when we're at this point. And now I'm ready to add the last pair of seed beads, and now I'm going through the top hole of the bottom pair of superduo beads. So that's this one. And I pull. And then I'm going through the next 2 superduos. So the bottom hole of the next 2 superduos. Like this. And then through the next top hole of the bottom superduo. Like this. Now you have a few options of what you're going to do now. I'm going to leave this as it is, because, and I'm going to show you that. With this one, I went through all the beads again, so through the beads we just added. But if you can see, if you do that a little too hard, and I'm a yanker, I always say, I always pull too hard, you can see that it's standing round to the outside a little bit, and I don't like it. For this piece it really doesn't matter, because I don't know if you can see that. I will hold it up. I hope my camera will focus. The beads, the superduo beads, let off their color. So I wrote to the company from which I bought them, and I will have to get this piece in pieces and then I will have to send the superduo beads back so they can see what's the problem, because I just made this and didn't use the superduos more times than 2 times or something, or I didn't use it more than 1 time, so I didn't use them 2 times. But they let off color. You can see with this one it's very clear, you can just see through it, but they were gold, so that's not good. So you can just choose if you also like to go through it. I leave it at this, but it depends on the thickness of your thread. If it is very loose and you can really jiggle it, you will have to go through the beads again. If you don't, you're just going through the beads until you reach the back side of your refolding, and then you're going to tie off, and then we're going through the next projects. So when I tie it off, I will come back to you. Now we're ready for the next step. I'm going to pick up 8 superduo beads, like this, and slide them down. And then you're going to tie a knot. About 3 times, like this. And then you're going to take your work and take your needle and go through the next 2 bottom holes of the superduo beads. In this way you are hiding your knot, because sometimes your knot can be between the superduos, and I don't like that look. So now we're going to step up and we're going through the top hole of the next superduo bead, like this. Now pick up 1 seed bead and go through the next top hole of the next superduo bead, like this. And then you're going to pick up 2 superduo beads and you're going through the next top hole of the next superduo bead and pull, like this. And now pick up 1 11-0 and go through the next top hole of the superduo bead. Oh, again stuck to something, stuck on something. And then pick up 2 superduo beads, like this. And then we're going through the, oh, it's threads in the way. 2 superduo beads and go through the next top hole of the next superduo bead and pull, like this. Now we're going to repeat this step all around. So I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead and then 2 superduos, one seed bead and 2 superduos. And now I'm going through the next superduo and I step up through the next 11-0 and now pull it tight. And now I'm going through the next superduo on the top hole and the next 2 on the bottom holes, like this. And then the next top hole of the next superduo bead, like this, and pull. And now I'm going back through the bottom hole of the the superduo bead you're coming out of, So like this. So this is the opposite way. And pull. And then I'm going here is my tail. And then I'm going through the bottom holes until I reach this tail. Like this. So, and now I'm going to tie a knot with these 2 threads. So that it's nice and secure. And again I'm going to make about 2 to 3 knots. I think in this case 2 will do. And I'm going to step up through the next 2 superduo beads. And it doesn't matter in which way, as long as you can go through them easily. Because you have the knot, it doesn't matter in which way. Like this. And then pull gently. And then you're going to get your scissors and cut your thread. Like this. And this is a component. Now, I'm going to show you again with the necklace I already made. And that's this one. You can make it as big and as long as you wish. So here is my my centerpiece, and if you want, you can make the whole necklace with these pieces, and just a little piece in the middle, and then with a lot of these pieces. So it all depends on your neck, how long you want it. You can wear it long, you can wear it short, just what you like. What I did, and I want to show a couple of things how you can make this, or at least tell you how a couple of ways you can make this. So you can make this with all these, or as I did, you can make a long strand on it. You can also just totally leave these ones out. If you don't like these ones, you can leave them out, and you can just attach this part on it. I also made a little simpler part, so you can also choose to make these and then just go on with this piece. And in this way you can also make a bracelet of it, or you can make a different kind of jewelry, so earrings or something you like. It doesn't really matter. You can also just use the component and make a ring top of it, but that is a little bit too big for me. So you can do this, but you will have to have bigger fingers. So let's start. I'm starting with the components we just made. So I will have to make 3 more to finish the same design as I made this time. I'm going to show you how you make every piece, so you can just it's like mix and match. That's the word I was looking for. It's mix and match, so you can just see what you like. You can also make this piece and then put a little bit of this in between these. You can just do what you like, but it's all the same, and I will explain to you how you do every piece. But first of all, make as many as you like. Just to give you an example, if you want to use the component and the four components, the little components, you will need 10 grams of superduos. So if you like to make more, I think that you will need about 40 grams. I suggest you take 50 grams of superduos if you want to make the whole necklace this way, because you don't want to have short on beads, because if you want to make it this the whole way, you can better have some beads left than some beads short. So I'm going to make the other 3 components now, and then I will come back to you and show you how to attach them. Okay, I've made my 4 pieces, and now I'm going to attach everything together. So what you're going to do, you're going to thread 2 needles with about 2 arm spans of fire line. Take 1 needle and pick a point where you want your necklace to start. So you have to go through the bottom holes of the sticking out superduo beads. Like this. And pull. And now make sure that your threads are even in the middle. And now with your right needle, go up through the back side of the right hole. Like this. Try not to move your thread. And with the left side, do the same on the left side. Now again, make sure that your threads are even. So like this. And now we're going to start. On each needle, pick up 1 11-0. Like this. And then we're going to pick up 1 twin bead with our other hand, with our non-dominant hand. And then we're going to start with the right side. And I'm going through the bottom hole of the twin bead, or sorry, the superduo bead. Like this. And then I take my other needle with the seed bead on it, and I go the opposite way through the superduo on the bottom hole, so the same hole, and pull. And that will look like this. Now again, start with your right needle and pick up 3 seed beads. Pick up your work and go through the top hole of the superduo bead, like this. And then you're going to pick up your left needle, pick up 3 seed beads, pick up your work and go through the opposite way through the superduo bead, like this. And then pull it all together. So, like this. And there you can see that we have our starting point to attach the next component. So again, on each needle pick up 1 seed bead. And we're going to start with the right component, or sorry, with the right needle to attach on the component. And we're going from the inside, you can see that, from the inside to the outside, like this, through, but it doesn't matter which side you pick first, through the superduo bead, like this. And then you're going through the second hole of the same twin bead, and we're going to work this way around until we come out of this superduo bead. So we're going to stick our needle in this hole and we're going to work this way. So like this, and then through the next superduo and the seed bead, and through the next superduo and the top superduos I'm going to twist my work around. That's easier to work with. Like this. And up through the superduo bead. And then for the last step to finish this part, you're going through the top 2 superduo beads on the bottom hole, like this. And now twist my work back. And then I'm going up through the from the outside to the inside, through the second hole of the superduo bead, like this. And now I'm going to pick up my work and wind it the thread 2 times or more around my finger, and then just pull it. Don't pull it too tight, you don't want your thread to break until it's tight. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side but the opposite way. So I'm going to pick up my work and I'm going through the inside of the superduo bead, like this. And now I'm going to go through the second hole, the bottom hole of the twin bead, and the next, the superduo bead. Like this. Oh, my other thread is in the way. And then I'm going through the next hole of the next superduo bead. And through the top hole and the seed bead. And through the next hole. Just work your way all around the outer side. I do it this way because if you're ending on this side and you have to go in, if you do it just straight the same way, it won't be on the good side. So that's why we crisscross through that. And now I'm going through the top twin beads, the superduo beads, and then through the top hole, through the to the inside, like this. I hope you can follow this, but it's the principle is that you go through the outside the opposite way. So if you have to add this one, you're going that way, and if you're going to add this one, you're going that way. In that way you have a good starting point. Now you're going to give it a little tug again, see if it's straight, if there's not any thread showing, and then you attach your first component. Actually, that's all there is to it. To add the components, you can choose now if you want to make all components and add that to the necklace. Then the only thing you have to do is you're going to make more of these components, and then you attach this in the same way, because this part is the same way attached to the next part, and I'm going to show you that. But if you now decide to make it all of the components, the necklace all out of components, you know now how to do this, and you can stop watching this video and make your necklace. So now I picked up 2 seed beads on each needle, and now I'm going to pick up again a superduo bead, and with my right needle I'm going through the bottom hole, and then I pick up the superduo bead in my other hand, and with the left needle I'm going through the same hole the opposite way, just like we did before. So like this, hope you can see that. Just like we did before in the beginning. And again, on my right needle I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads. Like this. And then I'm going through the top hole of the superduo. Like this. And then with my left needle I'm also going to pick up 3 seed beads. Oh. Like this. And then I'm going through the opposite way of the top hole. Like this. And then again I'm going to pull. And you see, this is just the same basic shape as we did in the previous row. In the previous round. Now, with both needles again, pick up 1 seed bead on each side. Like this. And we're going to pick up our component. And I'm going to stick it in from the inside out. So I'm holding it like this, because this is the way we're going to attach it. And then I'm going from the inside out, like this, and pull. And then I'm going through the second hole of this same superduo bead to the opposite way, like this. And pull. And now again I'm going through the outside line, so that's this line, until I come out of this bead. So the outside line, this line, until I come out of this bead. So through the next bead and the seed bead, and pull. And make sure your thread is not wrapping around your work. This through the next two. Oh. This, and then through the next, I'm going to flip it around, through the next twin bead. Oh, sorry, the superduo bead. I keep saying twin beads, but there are superduo beads. And through the bottom hole of the next 2 superduo beads, like this. And then again through the second hole of the superduo bead on top, so this one. And then we're just going to wrap the thread around our finger and pull it until it's tight, like this. And now again we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm coming with 1 seed bead on my needle. I'm coming from the inside out through the superduo bead and pull. And then I'm going to stick it through the second hole and the next superduo bead, like this. And pull. I'm going to make sure they're a little secure and flat. And then I'm going through the next superduo bead, like this, and the next seed bead and the next superduo, and the next 2 superduos on top, and through the next superduo and the next seed bead, and then the next superduo, and the top 2 beads. Like this. And then again I'm going through the top hole from the outside in, and then we attached another component. Like this. So I think you know what to do now, because it's very easy. It's just adding in between the twin beads. You're going to add 2 seed beads, 1 on each needle. Then you're going through the superduo bead, add 3 beads on the side. Again, go through the superduo bead, pick up 1 bead on each needle. Then you're going through the superduo beads, and you go, if you go left you go to right, and if you go right you go to the left. And then again, that's all there is. There is to it. So if you want to make the necklace the whole way like this, you can do that. If you like it, you can also make earrings of them. So what I suggest you do is, if you like this big component, you can yeah, let's say you can cut it. So it's like you attach this part and then you stop here, and you don't make if you don't like it, but you can make it as long as you want. But I suggest then you take this part, and this part, and then you make a little loop here, and then you attach your findings, and then you have an earring, and then you just have to make another one. So now I'm going to show you how to do the second part. And there, for the second part, you will need your seed beads, and you will need your 4 millimeters. So I'm going to pick them up. Okay, first of all, we're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each needle, like this, and we're going to slide them down. And then we're going to pick up 1 seed bead again, like this, and then you're going to crisscross in this seed bead, like this, and then you're going to slide them down, and then again pick up 1 seed bead on each needle, and then you're going to pick up 1 4 millimeter, and you're going through this bead the same direction with 2 needles. So you don't crisscross in them, but you keep it straight, like this. And then again pick up 1 seed bead on each needle, like this, and then pick up 1 seed bead and crisscross in it, and pull, and then again pick up 1 seed bead on each needle, and then pick up a 4 millimeter and go through it through the same way with 2 needles, so you keep it straight. And that's all there is to it. You're going to continue this. You can do the whole necklace with this. So if you don't want to make these components, you're just going to, I'm going to show you the beginning again. You're just going to come out of these 2 beads, pick up 1 seed bead on each needle, and then just pick up another one and crisscross in it, and then you're just going to start this pattern from here on. Now the last thing I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you this on the other necklace because it's very simple. It's just the same as we already doing. You can see that I made a little piece of this with the 4 millimeters in between, and then I just made the right angle weave. That's just the same as this piece that's in between the 4 millimeters. So You can also choose to make the component and then just do right angle weave until you're all the way up. So it's really very easy. So that's just the pick up one seed bead on each needle, crisscross in one, and pick up one seed bead on each needle and crisscross in one. That's just that pattern. So you can choose how to make this. You can make a necklace of it, earrings. You can make a chunky earrings. You can make fine earrings, just what you like. You can also, if you want to make this in an earring, you can also just do this step 2 times and then attach an ear hook on it. It's just what you like. It's very easy to make, and it's also very quick to make because it doesn't involve a lot of hard beading. But the nice thing I found about this project is that it doesn't cost a lot of time, but it looks very hard to make. So it's an excellent beginner's project because it's not hard, and you will have a very nice piece of jewelry in just an hour or so. I think the whole necklace cost me about an hour to make. So I'm going to finish this necklace now, and when I finished it I will come back to you. So now for the last part I'm going to show you how you attach the clasp and the ring. So if you're, I'm going to show you on the other necklace. If you're right-handed, you're going to attach the clasp on your right, and if you're left-handed you're going to do this in the reversed way. So we're going to start at the right part, and you can make it as long as you want, but you have to make sure that the sides, both sides, are the same piece of beeswax, the same size. So I count the beads in the middle, and these are 11 beads, counting until the top bead. Now I'm going to take my 2 needles, and I'm going to pick up 1 bead on each side. Then I'm going to take my clasp, and I'm going through it with my right needle, and then the opposite way with my left needle, like this. And then I'm going to pull. And as you can see, my clasp is facing that way, so that it will face the right way. So like this. And then I'm going to wind my left thread around my finger about 2 times, so that it's tight. And then I'm going to pick up my work, and I'm going to smooth down through the first bead, like this. And then through the second bead that lays flat. Oh. And then I'm going up through the second bead next to the first bead, like this. Oh. And I'm going through the clasp again, like this, and pull on both sides. And now I'm going to repeat this for 3 times, so that it's really secure. So the first time was 1, so this will be the second time. And I end with the third time, like this. Now I'm going to take up my work, and I'm doing the same with the left needle, but then the opposite way. So I'm going down through the bead and I'm holding the clasp because that works a little bit easier. Can be a little bit slippery, so hold it tight. That's one. And this is two. Oh. And another time is three. Like this. And then I'm going to end where the other thread ends. Like this. And then I'm going to lay my work down. And I'm going to take off my needles. And then I'm going to take the two threads and I'm going to tie a knot about 3 times. This one. Two. Three. Like this. And then you're going to take your thread and with a needle, so attach my needle again, I'm going down through the bead and through the opposite side of the bead, or sorry, the bead that lays vertical, and again down and down through another one. So do this a couple of times until you have the confidence that your thread is far away from the knot, like this. Well, I think I'm going to end here, and then I'm just going to cut my thread. So place your scissors on your work, pull it up, not too tight, pull it a little bit up and clip it off with your scissor. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then you add your clasp. Now we're going to add our ring, and that's a little bit different. So now I did the same on the other side, so I attached until the 11 middle bead of the right angle weave. And now we're going to pick up one seed bead and we're going to crisscross in it, like this. We're going to build up a little ladder so that we can make a strong piece so that you can put your ring on it. But I'm going to show you this this on the other necklace. So we're now from the 11th, this is the 11th bead. I added 2 and I'm going to add 1 more just by crisscrossing in one seed bead, like this. And now I'm going to show you what I did on the other necklace. So here I attached the ring. Hope you can see that if it focuses. Like this. you can see I made the right angle weave, and then at the end I made a ladder stitch and I brought it up. So you have a right angle weave facing the other side, you could say. And in this way, if you use a ring that isn't solid, so it's not a closed ring, you can attach it without being afraid that if you only attach your thread to this, you can have that that it how do you say that? That it slips in between the hole of the of this hole. So I think you know what I mean. So I made this construction, and I'm going to show you how I made this. It's very strong to make it like this. So I made from the 11-0 from the 11-0 I made 3 beads up, and now I'm going to pick up my ring. And I'm going to make sure that it's closed. So if you have a ring like me and it's not fully closed, you should close it now as good as possible. So like this. And now I'm going to take my 2 needles and stick them in this ring. And slide them down, or slide it down. And then I'm going to take my 2 needles and I'm going to pick up my work like this and keep the ring in place. And then with my right needle I'm going through the first bead, so the 11-0, the last the first 11-0, the 11th 11-0 is that, and then pull it through, and then make sure that it makes a loop. I hope I can show you that it makes a loop. And then I'm going to do the same with the other needle, only this time the opposite way. Sorry, this is very I will try to zoom in a little bit. I hope it's too far. I hope you can see this. So I'm taking the other needle and I'm going through the first 11-0. So that's the 11th 11-0. Like this. And then I'm going to pull. And as you can see now, it forms that little loop I just showed on the other necklace. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my right needle again and I'm going through the next 11-0 of the ladder and pull. And I'm going to do this with the other one also, but the opposite way, like this, and then pull. And you're going to do this for the whole round, and you're going to do this about 3 or 4 times. So right needle first into the next 11-0, and then with your other needle also through the next 11-0 the opposite way, like this. Then you're going to turn your work. And when you're at the point that you need to go through the next seed bead, but your ring is in the way, you can just go through the ring, through the ring with your needles. Then it will fall to the other side. Now again, with my right needle, I'm going through the next 11-0. I hope you can see this. Through the next 11-0. And with my other needle through the other side. So you're just going to reinforce this piece. This, pull, And then I'm back again through the 11th seed bead. Sorry if I'm a little bit out of focus, but it's very small and it's very hard to see, but it's very easy, so I hope that you understand what I'm doing. And I'm going through to do this the other way around again, about 2 times more, and then it's secure. And after that I will come back to you to show the whole necklace. So this is the project, and I hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can just ask me. If you find it too hard to make your own design of this, so what I said, your own earrings or your own bracelet or something, you can leave a comment in the info box, and then maybe I will remake or make again a bracelet or something of this. Please let me know. Well, as I always say, please join me on Facebook. I keep everyone updated on my Facebook page, because it's very easy medium for me to say and show people what I've made and something like that. Please let me know if this is the right angle for my camera. I got a lot of comments that I should change the angle for my camera, and I didn't know how to do this, but I have a camera standard where I can put my camera on. And I discovered yesterday by accident that I can adjust the tripod so it can be I don't know how you call that, but that it is a little bit on its side, so that it can film straight on my work. So I hope this angle is right. If this angle is right, please let me know. I have to remake a video of a ring I've made, so if this is the right angle, I will know. Please let me know if the zooming in this time was better, because sometimes I get a comment they can't really see what I'm doing. So please let me know if this zooming is better. And as I already said, please join me on Facebook. Please subscribe. I try to post videos every week. It's not always very easy for me, because I have a lot of things to do, but I will try. I hope this tutorial was clear, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.